facing the police every single day.
Tonight, a candidate for Rhode Island governor is speaking out after being arrested in a significant marijuana bust. As we first reported yesterday, Compassion Party candidate Ann Armstrong is facing criminal charges after police say they seized 48 pounds of marijuana from the West Greenwich home she shares with Attorney General candidate Alan Gordon, who was also arrested. But Armstrong tells us she believes the charges are politically motivated. Eyewitness News reporter Eric Halpern joins us now with the new details. Eric.
Caroline, both Armstrong and Gordon are out on bail tonight. They say the marijuana police found inside the house is for religious purposes and that it's never something they sell. This is what state police say they found inside the home of Ann Armstrong and Alan Gordon. Trays full of marijuana, along with marijuana-filled jars. The pair are Compassion Party candidates for governor and attorney general. Armstrong for governor and Gordon for attorney general.
Allegedly, there was the strong smell of cannabis, someone reported, and because of that, they set up surveillance. They flew helicopters over our house and yard. They took pictures.
The two met me today right after Gordon was released on bail. They say the timing of the raid of their home was politically motivated. They say they use the marijuana for religious reasons to make a holy oil and don't keep track of how much they have because they do not sell it.
I don't know. We don't use scales, and it's, we're stewards and custodians of it on behalf of the church, and so it's not it's not something we measure.
Her main platform is the legalization of marijuana. She also told me if elected, she believes she can improve the efficiency of the DMV. Both were arrested on charges of intent to deliver and possession of over 5 kilograms. State police say there were 48 pounds found.
The pictures show cannabis. How much is a lot? I'm a farmer.
In a WPRI Roger Williams poll done last month, 1% of voters said they supported Armstrong for governor. I'm Eric Halpern, Eyewitness News.
Governor and Attorney General candidates arrested with 48 pounds of cannabis. Candidates for local office were caught with 48 pounds of cannabis and claim that their arrest was politically motivated. By John Vibes, October 6, 2018. Spread the love. 2.2K. 1. This week, 2 political candidates for the Compassion Party were arrested and charged with possession of 48 pounds of cannabis, after a raid of their home. 58-year-old Ann Armstrong and 48-year-old Alan Gordon admit to growing the cannabis, but they say that it is strictly for religious and medical purposes and that they give it away for free. They don't sell any of it. The pair says that they were not aware of how much they were growing because they never use scales. They typically just turn the plant into oil and give it away as a part of their religious services. Armstrong and Gordon are the leaders of a Christian sect called the Healing Church, which uses cannabis as a part of their services. According to the church's website, misunderstanding about the true nature of the cannabis plant and its role in Jewish and Catholic practices throughout history have led to the mistaken inclusion of cannabis in the Controlled Substances Act and the demonization of what Catholic mystics called Mary's medicine under the sacrilegious name marijuana. A flourishing healing church can continue the apostolate of compassion long practiced by the Catholic Church. Saint Scholastica, the twin sister of Saint Benedict, was renowned for healing convulsive children with cannabis oil. Saint Hildegard of Bingen, herbalist, musician, and doctor of the Church, healed the sick with cannabis oil and documented her work extensively. Police say that they received a complaint of a strong odor coming from their residence on Sept 1, but Armstrong and Gordon say that this attack is politically motivated. Special Assistant Attorney General Michael S. McCabe said that the two were growing outdoors and in plain sight. Armstrong posted the following tweet from the back of the police car. Ann Armstrong. At Avenging Annie R.I. On way to the Wickford barracks under arrest for cannabis again. I guess our poll numbers were high enough to scare them into committing an atrocity. Pray for our police. 8:21 a.m., October 4, 2018, Rhode Island, USA. 55 people are talking about this. Twitter adds info and privacy. Rhode Island is a medical marijuana state, but outdoor growing is illegal, and they do not have the expensive permits that are required to grow indoor for the state's medical program. The pair are no strangers to cannabis activism. In 2015 they appeared before the House Judiciary Committee of Rhode Island to speak in favor of the plant. In one extreme campaign, they even dared the government to test the Zika virus on them so they could prove the healing power of cannabis. For too long science and governments have awkwardly shushed cannabis' general antiviral properties, improving outlook, inhibiting viral reproduction and/or transmission, and reducing viral load against HIV, hepatitis C, and chickenpox/shingle family viruses, says Alan Gordon. This is not the first time they have been arrested for cannabis either. Back in 2016, they were both arrested after they were found with 12 pounds of cannabis, as well as 10 pounds of oil and 59 additional plants. All of those charges were eventually dismissed. As the Free Thought Project previously reported, perhaps it's time we start electing candidates who openly use cannabis. If members of government frequently engaged in smoking pot, perhaps they'd overturn the laws which require cops to lock people up for it. If more members of government smoked weed, perhaps they'd be less apt to drone bombing children in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Yemen. Sadly, however, the current charges faced by these two can carry a life sentence. Spread the love. Police use who may want to retaliate against him physically.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I just wanted you to know that I am using this stuff under fair use. And also remember to like and subscribe this channel. Also too, keep in mind I do not make any money on YouTube. This is 5 hours work a day, you know, fighting for freedom. And you can donate with PayPal and Patreon. I just want you to think about this. If everybody gives to PayPal and Patreon, Patreon is every month. Actually, PayPal you can do every month. I have 12,000 subscribers. If everybody gives, I can quit my regular job and go full-time investigations on Charlotte County and possibly even more and beyond. So just keep that in mind. If everybody helps out, I can go full-time doing this. Thanks.